What's up? What's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings, queens, emperors, how art thou? Today, it's another episode of the Fiber Forecast. It's your boy Z3 Go Bang. We got my motherfucking main man, N.O.N. Vaughn. Hey, they said it's
Ain't
V,
nobody.
V said it's V. Yo, it got me lit, bro. I'm in this bit, boy. I'm about to fucking go ahead and turn this over, boy. Look here. It's motherfucking N.O.N. goddamn Vaughn in the building. I feel like a celebrity. Look at this guy. I'm trying to be a red light boy like him, but I'm just green man, so I'm gonna stay in my gray. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Always great, man.
Hey man,
You're lighting in the bottle, my nigga.
I appreciate it, man. Look, check this out, man. Who are you to those that don't know you like I know you?
I'm just a rapper. You can say a comedian, DJ, whatever you want to say, but I'm very good at whatever I touch. So that means I'm just an adapter. So I can adapt to rap, to anything like jazz if I want to. I'm just all over the place.
Okay,
Oh, that's who I am.
all right,
Yep.
okay. Well, look, I'm gonna ask you this. You done the introduction. Tell us a little bit about like your journey in music. Like, how did you become so adaptive and like learn to move the way that you move? You know what I mean? You're a smooth brother.
Yeah. Um, I would say it started when I was young. I would say that I remember I was like 3 years old when I like first saw DMX and stuff like that. So for him, I was like more motivated to really want to do this shit. But I was just the kid. I was just the baby. So I just want to repeat and recite what DMX was saying on the songs. And then when it started from that, it went from different rappers. And not only that, like my father was a rapper. And
Oh,
he started
word.
off doing like mixtape. Yeah, my father was a rapper. Like majority of like half of my family on my father's side do music and everything. So it's like it went from that. So when I started knowing that my father did music, I was like, man, this shit's meant for me. And then like a lot would say like in middle school I started like freestyling, but I really wasn't taking it serious. I was just playing around with it. And I think when I got to like Mervo, I did a little bit of songs, but it was like off a recording off of like SoundCloud and shit like that. But it was like a recording. It wasn't like on no headphones. It was like me playing a beat on me just shit. And it went from there, and now it went from Band Lab. So I'm just like it leveled up ever since then. Like every time that I constantly was rapping, but I only took that shit serious when I was like at least about 13, and then it went on from there because I had so many friends that was rappers. You feel me? So they wanted to be rappers, and then they had a couple of songs here and there, but you feel me? I just wanted to do the same thing, and I had a lot of friends that wanted to do it. So I just
Well,
wanted to
real
be a
quick,
part of it.
you mentioned DMX. Were they? Was that your only like musical influence? Because you know everything you mentioned so far seems to be influential and inspirational. But was there anybody that
Yeah.
you were like, yo, nah, that's me right there. I'm about to do it like that. You know what I mean? You said
Um.
DMX was one, right?
Well, DMX is one. I would say Nas. Who else? Because I was heavy on Nas. My dad was more heavy on Jay Z. So I really can. I like this song. I like Jay Z songs, but I really wasn't into him because I can't relate to that because he was just a hustler in the streets. Nas, I can relate to him because he was very passionate and it was like poetic, the way that he was talking about where he was living at, where he came from. So that's why I was so a bigger fan than Nas than Jay Z. I could say Nas. Who else? 50 Cent, you can say too, because my little brother was a big 50 Cent fan, so he
Go,
always would
go,
bump him all the
go,
time.
go.
And that shit, like, go shorty, it's your birthday, you want to party like it's your birthday. That nigga will play that shit constantly.
I'm sorry.
And went
That
from
that
that.
the light changed. It blinded me. I'm listening. Holy shit. I didn't expect it to go
You
so
good.
green, brother.
But it went from that um to Jalen just constantly playing it. Like my little brother was just playing them all the time. So I just started getting used to him and I started listening to all his old songs. And I was like, okay, like he really got some good classic songs that I can say that I can play this shit for the longest. Like I can just play this from now forever. You feel me? So listening to him, it really motivated me a lot. And I would say Dipset, like Cameron, Jim Jones, like Joel Santana. And it went from there to who else? And I can say one more person. From that to that, and Jeezy. Jeezy
Jeezy.
is my favorite rapper too. He don't get a lot of credit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jeezy do not get a lot of credit,
Yeah.
but he really motivated a lot of people, and it's like he came from the bottom, he came from the hood, and now he's successful now. Like he's a businessman. That's what I want to be in life. Like that's my niche. Like if I get to that point, like 40 or something like that, or 50, I want to be a businessman. I do not want to continue on rapping for the longest. I just want to have a big catalog to the point that motherfucker, like, okay, this nigga, you feel me, that he can back up on and not have to say like, oh, I only got one song. I got dozens of songs, so I can just sit back and just sit and not. You feel me? Just tell niggas like, yeah, I got one song. No, I got about 300 songs. I don't give a fuck. You can listen to all of them.
Shit, well,
The
look.
only difference is right now.
I'm
You
about to
feel
say.
me? The only difference right
Uh,
now. Go ahead.
oh, I was about to say. I was gonna ask exactly what you were talking about. You talking about your songs. I was about to say, what's like your process for like writing songs or like producing? You know what I mean?
Um,
Like, like when you pick out your beats or when you're like, nah, I got this sound in mind. Like, what's that process like? Because you seem like you got a lot of
it's not.
ideas.
Yeah, cause like my ideas be flowing like crazy. So anytime like I would sit down and just listen to certain beats, like I would go YouTube to listen to it, or if not lose like YouTube, I got a few homies that do producing and stuff like that that send me beats, or if not that, you feel me, you send me beats that's good, and I just listen to them and then just sit there. And once I sit there and really feel like I got the mode to really get that shit going, and I'll be like, all right, cool, I can just write this shit down. Cause usually I freestyle it. And sometimes when I freestyle, it's fun, but I only do it all the time. So majority of the time, I just write it down or type it down and just get it out the way. And it helped out a lot, to be honest with you. Writing is more helpful than just to be out here brainstorming and just freestyling it the way out. So that's good. But what
Man.
else I can say? Sometimes I just like putting candles in front of me and turning on certain lights like this, like red lights or something like that, and just sit here and just think. Once I think and really type shit, I got shit out the way.
Well, do you
I make
start
a
with
fucking
like
hit.
lyrics or melodies, or is it like something else? Like some
Melodies.
melodies, definitely. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm very good at melodies. That helped out a lot too because it's another rapper that motivated me to do melodies. It's called what's his name? Max B.
Hmm.
Max B is the one that really teach me how to do melodies because when you listen to his songs, you can be like, oh, okay, this nigga like know how to sing, even though he don't got the best vocals, but he know what to say on a song that make a motherfucker be like, okay, I can listen to this. I can bump this shit in the car if I want to, and not having to care in the world. You feel me? So I want to be on that type of level, like to really make good music and use melodies with it. You feel me? Not to just use just rap and just lyrics. I just want to make good songs too.
So do you focus more on the hook then, more so since you're melody based, or do you
Yeah.
write like your verses with melodies in mind too?
I write my verses with melodies, but I always focus on the hook. The hook is most important because it helps out a lot for like artists to like have that niche. Like, all right, okay, you might not fuck with this verse, but this hook is going to keep you attached. That's going to keep you shit and ringing in your head the whole time. There's been songs that I listen to, and the first thing that comes in mind is the hook of the song. I don't think about the verse yet. I just think about the hook. The hook will always get you there because it's like it's a thought in your mind that keeps rewinding back to back every time. So it helps out a
Hello.
lot. Mm-hmm.
Hello, you out here?
But
You dropping too many gems, man. I'm sorry, bro. They you ain't going. We ain't gonna make it out this podcast alive, bro. Well, look. Well, since you think of like the melody and the hook first, would you say
mm-hmm.
that you rely on the beat more so to do so? Like, let's say, like, do you need to hear the beat first before
Yeah.
you commit to the melody, or can you come up with a melody and just kind of pick a beat and just kind of go on and that just be what it is?
No, I just gotta listen to the beat first. That's the only way. Cause if you can hear like, all right, just say for instance, I can play a Dre beat, but my flow gotta keep up with like the West Coast vibe of it. So I can't just be like, oh, on some Nas shit and just be spitting. You gotta be very bouncy with it when it comes to those type of beats. Certain beats like I can say you can go with Tyler Creator. You can rap on that shit, but you can use melodies at the same time if you want to. So when you listen to these type of beats, it's like, all right, what can I do? Like if I can flow off of this, I got a da 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 da, or use a few other flows from something else. So I'm all over the place. Anyway.
Oh, I understand. Well, cause
Mm,
like creativity is really just a tornado you're trying to harness energy from. So I completely can dig it. But like, so how does
yep.
that? So I got a question for you, but I want to break it into two smaller questions because it might be a little bit more digestible. So as far as your two sounds, that you enjoy doing the most, be they your signature sound or the one people like the most from you, what are those
Mm.
sounds and what are the two? And just give like just two producers that would give you those types of sounds. You know what I mean?
I would say um I would say Alchemist, and I could say who else? Alchemist and Hit Boy.
Hmm.
The two producers I can say that can match my flow with any type of beat that they pick out from their genre, from their sound.
Okay. That's
But
a that's some
you know
legendary Johns right there, bro.
it definitely is like Hit Boy is that nigga for real. Like he made the song Niggas in Paris. Niggas don't know that. There's a lot of songs that Hit Boy made back in the day from '08 all the way to now that people don't know nothing about.
Niggas in Paris, you say?
Yep, and plus that you got Alchemist. He about to put out a mixtape. I think it's a mixtape or album where it about do. So it's like, bro, this like Alchemist been out since when Prodigy came out and
Yeah,
Shook Ones
Alchemist
and
been
all
out
that.
for a
So
long ass time.
long time. So that man right there, I would love to do songs with him. Like even with the Larry June and Two Chains, he just came out with that too. And that shit could sound good. Everybody be giving me good feedback about that too. They was like, yo, that shit hard. Like, I like that. And it's
Yo,
a rare combination. Like you got a nigga from Louisiana, you got a nigga that's from the Bay, come together and make an actual song.
that is pretty lit.
That's nice.
Well, look, speaking of
Hmm.
storytelling right now, because you spitting right now, do you approach
Hmm.
storytelling in your music a certain way, or do you just kind of let what you feel be the focus?
Like how I feel out. Like basically, like if I feel like angry, something like that, or like something pissed me off, I'm ready to just make a
I'm
diss song
pissed.
or just make a hype.
I'm sorry. I had one chance. I'm listening. I had one chance, bro. I'm sorry.
Just leave it out, make a diss song, or it's just like I make a aggressive song. If I feel loved or I feel like a little lovey vibe, then I make a lovable song. Or it all depends on how I feel for real.
Okay, well, how do you
But
feel
yeah,
5 times out of 10? How you feeling?
I feel laid back right now,
Ooh,
especially when I'm on the cam with you. I'm vibing out with you. I'm
man.
just cool right now.
Man, I'm vibing with you, man. I'm just here. I'm just a nigga with a phone in his hand with some questions he wrote down going, did I ask this already? That's all I'm doing. Well, let me ask you this because like considering, you know, like I said, we've been really just digging into like your thought process and, your influences. Considering where you're at and where you've been, right? What would
Mhm.
you say your experience is in the rap industry or like the game? Like you don't have to be high level. We're not talking like
Yeah.
LeBron and them. We're just talking about we are in like I said with everyone else up here when they try to downplay themselves. We're in the Baltimore circuit. We've done stuff. We've done some big things. I'm not tooting. I'm tooting y'all horn,
We,
not mine. You know what I mean? So like with
we
that,
we in the Baltimore Underground Circuit.
yeah,
That's where
real
we
talk.
at right now.
Real talk.
Baltimore Underground.
Like real talk. Like not even joking, like giving back and all that. But like with what you've experienced, what you've been through, like how what would you say? Look, let me rephrase. How would you say the way you look at things has changed? Let's just say in the past 4 years for you, like as far as your music career has been.
Like, it changed a lot, I could say, because throughout my first time doing it, nothing really changed. It just stayed the same far as me just constantly making music, but I wasn't really getting nowhere until I would say I got into a duo with a couple of my friends, and it like I would say the second year. Second year I was with my friends and all that shit, and I started doing music. It didn't get nowhere because my other friend was getting more attention than me. So I was like, man, I can't really stick in his shadow for too long. I gotta do my own shit. And after the third year, I was like, all right, cool. And that's when I met y'all at the third year. So after the third year, I was just like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just do my own shit. Did my own shit for a good minute. Started getting a little bit of attention. I wasn't really getting a lot of attention, but I was getting a little bit. And then I was hanging out with y'all, started making music with y'all, and I feel like I'm in a better position than I am right now. Because as far as me doing this by myself, it's a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Far as me
Doing this
doing
shit
this
by
by
yourself
myself,
is a
it's
lot
a
of
lot of
fucking
work.
work.
I'm not gonna lie to
So
you.
having a
Doing
team
this
like
shit by
y'all
yourself is a
mean a
lot.
lot.
With y'all,
With not
start
knowing
making music
certain
with
things
y'all.
about the industry, I know now. So it's like this shit is a learning experience for me, and I love it. I don't even care if I'm still here to this day. As long as I'm with y'all, it means a lot to me. To be honest with you, keeps me whole, keeps me humble,
Damn, man, that was all emotional.
and plus that make me plus he have an ego too because majority of people I hanged out with that was like doing music and all that had massive egos. I'm telling you. So I was always that type of person that would be in the background, be like, all right, I'm that cool nigga that's sitting in the back, but I got some shit to say too. So I'm gonna just sit back and watch y'all do y'all shit. But now it's like, all right, now it's my time. Let me step out and let me do my thing. So y'all know who I am and what I do. So that's what it is.
That's what I'm talking about. I hate
Yep.
I, I hate to be this guy, but in the middle of you like giving some of that, like my computer exploded, and I was like, I fixed it, so we got it, but it was crazy. Okay, that's why you saw me over here going. I don't know if you've seen
Like
it.
all shit.
Full transparency, I was a little scared because I was like, bro, this is so good. You know what I mean? Well, shit. I'm glad that we got that fixed. And like I said, I know for a fact I got most of it. And if not, it's in my heart and mind. And y'all just gonna have to wait for the BTS to see the whole thing. Yeah. No, I'm playing. I'll fix it. It'll get fixed in post. It normally does. But
Yeah.
this is my last question that I got for you. Since hold on, real quick, I'm gonna click this button. Just believe that it doesn't break. You know what I mean? Okay, it didn't break. Thank God. Last question I have. You were talking about freestyling initially. How often do you
Yeah.
freestyle in your songs, and how often do you
Um,
write, and which one is your? Do you lean on more?
I lean more on the writing tip because it helps out with the like the subject matter and what I'm talking about. Because when I freestyle, I just be saying anything, but it actually makes sense when I say certain things. But I feel like me freestyling, I do that like once or twice here and there if I feel like it. If I'm really bored, and I'm like, all right, let me freestyle this beat. This ain't nothing for real, and get that out the way. But majority of the time, when you hear my songs, I'm actually writing it down and taking my time with it because it means a lot when you actually take your time. Like the remember that song "You Don't Know My Name," right? I took my time with that song. I didn't really go ahead and like freestyle the whole shit. I say, you know what? Even though I'm mad right now, let me write this shit down. Let me get everything out the way. You feel me? Because this will help me blow up steam instead of me just going out doing some dumb shit or just you feel me going to the internet and talking my feelings and speaking my feelings out that people don't actually give a fuck. So I might as well just put it in the song. So when I put in the song, niggas can really rock to it and be like, okay, this nigga got something. That's all it is.
You know,
I lean on on the writing tip than the freestyle. My bad.
no, it's all good. It's funny because that was a perfect segue. Because guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to play
But
that song you just talked about.
hell
So do me a
yeah,
favor,
play that.
cause I gotta do this quick little crossover so you can hear it as well, good sir. Um,
All right.
what I'll do is you won't hear me, and you won't hear me until the song's over because we're working what we got out here at Z3 Go Bang Studios, courtesy of Fiber Productions, brought to you in part by Mr. N.O.N. Devonathan. Um,
All right.
right. I'm just gonna play it. Go ahead and give me a quick intro as to what this song's about, and as soon as you're done, I'm gonna just play the song. All right.
All right. So the song is actually about this my past relationships with somebody that I used to know that I thought I used to know. You feel me? That was just like I actually loved this person at the time. Like this was a good girl that was around me at the time, which I thought it was, but she really fucked me over, man. Like she really did a lot of bad shit to me. So um, it like when she did all of those type of things, and after the aftermath of that, I was like, all right, cool. Like still mad at the fact that how she did me wrong. I have to release this anger some way or somehow. So create the song. You don't know my name, and after that, it just went from there. Like it's done.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, hey.
You gonna know my name when I leave impact in this game. Give me a year, I'm about to put N.O.N on my chain. Flooded with ice, yeah, it's custom made by Johnny Dang. Yeah, I'm chillin' with my gang. You gon' know my name. Bass keep saying that she miss me, saying her life is never the same. Fuck that hoe, yeah, she playin' too many mind games. Met that bitch when she was homeless, she ain't have a fucking thing. Heard that she got a new boyfriend, and he's I feel like Birdman, y'all better put respect up on my fucking name. Ruby hoes want some clout off of my fucking name. Bitch must thought I was stupid like I didn't peep game. That bitch is a bum, that bitch is a lame. We bombing your spot with the 4-5. We ain't talking about presidents. Blowing up your whole spot, yeah, your fucking residence. Who is you? What's your name? Yeah, you fucking irrelevant. You are fucking no name. Didn't hear nigga rap so good since Beanie fucking Siegel. Punchlines hit harder than Dennis Smith and Weston or a Desert Eagle. Fuck the guns, I hit you with some brass knuckles like William Regal. You want smoke, then that shit is illegal. Today's price ain't yesterday's price. Shout out to Fat Joe. But how much you betting for your life? These niggas is flat broke. I think that nigga don't wanna roll the dice. Cause that shit would've cost his life. You know that nigga wrong, he ain't right. Life tricky, that's why I gotta keep that device with me. I got a version of the Vice City, like Meek Mill, bring the price with me. Like 2 G's, ad libs, yeah we block blickies. Got your body all fucking shitty, and these little niggas can't fuck with me. Hey, 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 you don't know my name.
That shit was hard, boy. Boy, you was on your shit there, boy.
Definitely on my
that
shit
boy
on that
good,
time.
boy. Y'all heard that? That boy good. Y'all better, you look here. Y'all better look. Y'all looking at me. Look me in my face. Look here. Y'all playing. I don't know why y'all playing. Make some noise. Louder.
Make some noise.
Louder. Louder. Shout out to my man N.O.N, bro.
Yeah, now and never.
Taking over from the 2000 to the 99 Infinities. Man.
Hell yeah.
My man got the Byakugan.
Yup.
I said that wrong on purpose for all my nerds in the chat. Y'all can get off
You definitely
later.
did say that wrong.
I know. I know what it is. You call my homeboy used to call Byakuya Byakugan and Byakuya just to make people mad.
Hey yo.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
I know you got every nigga mad.
My friends weren't shit, bro. My friends weren't shit. I'm glad I got better friends, man. I'm glad I found y'all. I could have been a degenerate. A heathen even.
Well, I'm glad I found you too, man.
All right, so man. I'm about to ask you some real thought-provoking questions, okay? You ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
We all calm down off of that hype-ass song I'm going to run back later. Excuse me, what? What is all right, so like I said, I spoke a little bit before the song about the level that you're at as far as the industry. You know what I mean? Like we're at that point where we can kind of go up or down. We can kind of move around laterally if we want. So in this space that you're in now and all the information that you've gained over the years, what would you say is something you've heard a lot that's kind of been proven false, or it's like a myth that people say, like, oh, you'll never do this if you do this, and it's like something you hear everybody say, but you're like, that's clearly wrong. You know what I mean?
I would say, as far as the festival from last year, people just thought that I was just lying, not making it, like making shit up, like, oh well, you're not gonna have a fucking festival. Then when it actually, like, we stepped into that day of doing that shit, shut everybody's mouth up. Everybody like, oh my god, I didn't know you had a festival. Like, hit me up on the DMs and shit like that. So it's like, bro, y'all can always say that I can never do shit, but I'ma always end up doing it regardless of what y'all say. So it's like, I'm that motivated to the point that I don't care what anybody say nowadays. So sometimes I just be like, nah, y'all just saying that shit because y'all don't believe me. But I believe in myself, and I got people that believe me too. So it doesn't even matter no more. Back then, if you would have talked to me back then, if you would have talked to me back then, like, yeah, like, I would have believed them, and I would have not did this shit at all. But now it's like, okay, I'm seeing this shit, and like, as far as everything else in this group, you're actually doing this shit. Like we went going stages, shows and shit and everything. So it's like I'm not saying that we doing it outside. We making a name in Baltimore. So it's like, all right, we doing something. It's not like we ain't doing nothing at all. We just talking shit. No, we actually making the move.
I want to be like you when I grow up, man. I mean, can I just have like 2/3 of your confidence to get me through my week? Just
Man,
I
y'all
just
the
need
reason
that.
why I got the confidence that I got right now.
I need that, man. Nah, I'm playing. I ain't down bad. I ain't down bad. I'm actually okay. Speaking of like down bad, what would be like an underrated skill that you've learned that you feel like it's like, yo, this is important, but nobody thinks about this. Like it's super underrated. Like what would be something? I guess a skill or something that an accolade that you would consider underrated, at least right now, like at this point in your career and like life.
Yo, I don't know. I can't say. I don't know what to say. As far as that. Say like repeat that shit one more time so I can actually give you a right answer.
Like so,
Because I feel like
like
I gotta
what
give you the
is a
right answer
skill,
first.
right? Like what is a skill that you think is underrated in like the rap
Like
game
far as
or the
like
industry?
my skills or like far as anything else that I've seen.
I would say the second, but you can answer for both.
Okay. So far as things that I've seen, like I would say like far as Beast, when he started like showing me how to like because I was some shit in DJ. I'm not gonna cap with you. So he's really showed me how to really do all this shit as far as the turntables and stuff like that. So that's a skill that I'm actually getting good at this point because I was just doing this shit on my phone. I really don't be doing it on a turntable like that until I actually met Beast. So when Beast really showed me how to do that shit, that's a skill that I didn't that I'm really attached on right now. So it's just like, all right, cool. I'm learning that from that, and then as far as the producer side, I'm learning that from you, Billy, for real. To be honest with you, that's a skill that I really feel like is overrated. Not, is it overrated or underrated?
It would be underrated.
What I'm looking for.
Underrated was the word.
Underrated, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, has there been any like decisions you've made like in your like music career that have changed like your trajectory? Like those moments. You know how like as an artist you find yourself in certain situations and you got to make decisions, and in a moment they're just like you just make them, but they end up changing where you land later, for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Have you had any of those moments?
Um, yeah. Like at first I wasn't really going to shows like that until I stepped in the portal. So I could say from that it got me out of my shell because I was majority of the time was just making music and just staying behind closed doors. But now it's like I'm doing these shows and it's making a difference now. Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, were there any other like obstacles you faced outside of like getting out of your own
Um
shell?
Obstacles I would say self-doubt.
Mm.
I had a lot of self-doubt back then because I was like, man, I don't know if these people gonna fuck with my music or not. And then when I stepped in the portal and I performed my song, I think the same time I met New Black, Black Jesus. When I performed my actual songs, I was like, all right, cool. Like even New Black even liked my music. I was like, damn, like the nigga was sitting there on the steps just bumping his head. So I was like, oh shit, if I'm impressing him, because I really, to be honest with you, I look up to New Black. Even we all stuff like that, I always look up to him because when I heard his music, it really showed like he can really do this shit. And plus that he can talk about real problems in his life that I can relate to. It's like and him bobbing his head to my music, it really motivated me to be like, oh, okay, I can do this now. I can actually perform this shit in front of anybody, and people can bop to it. So it gave my approval from New Black for real.
Shout out Black Jesus.
Yeah, shout out Black man. Shout
Not
out
the
Black
entity, the individual. Okay. All right. Okay.
Jesus.
All right. Before y'all start showing up and we got to hit the. And be like, oh, we got to go, guys. Like,
It's like, is your disciples or something?
yeah,
Like,
nah,
what the fuck? No, nigga. He's just that.
nah.
That's what he is, nigga.
I don't need anybody showing up on my feed calling me a. All right. I'm good with that. Okay. We're good. All right. Move it on. That was a good one, right? Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's the bleeping part for me, man.
Yo, it does it every time. Well, let me ask you this. Like I said, in the time that you've been spending, in the atmospheres and the places you've been bumping elbows with, what are some changes you've noticed, like within the Baltimore underground scene in the past? We'll just say 3 years.
I would say that it's a lot of talented people, and
Definitely.
the Baltimore, it's and then look at it like this, right? The Baltimore sound is good, like for far as what we at right now. Like it's a lot of hood Baltimore rappers out here now, so it's like that sound is more driven in our city, out our city too. So it's like, all right, okay, they fuck with that more. But it's other rappers in the underground that people do not know that actually have a different sound that sounds totally different from what Baltimore is. But they need to shine that light more too because it's like there's a lot of good artists that make good music too that is not sounding like the Baltimore sound that everybody knows. So it's like, yeah, that's something different that I know about
Look at you, man. Well, have you had any like performances where you were like, "Yo, this is like my favorite performance ever"? Have you had any of those yet?
it. The Fiber Festival, and
Shout
I
out to
would say
Fiberfest
even though
2025.
last year was Fiber Festival, and then I could say even though we don't associate with these people no more, but the can I say the name?
Oh, the SBK joint is lit.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
lit. I can
SBK.
say that.
I can say I love SBK.
Yeah, I can say it too. Far as the moments that I had in the stage and everything else, that like even when the performance went with New Black, I think
Yeah,
he was
that was a good one.
performing and we was all behind him and
That
stuff
was
like
a
that.
dope set.
Yeah, that shit was a good look. It was a good look for us.
That was a good
I'm
set, bro.
telling you, because everybody was talking about that. Oh yeah, I can say both of those was my best moment.
Did you have any like crazy and memorable like interactions, like either at those moments or others?
I would say crazy reactions. No, I can't say no. No, I can't even think of one right now. As far as any reactions and all like that, I can say that people just came up to me and was like shocked, like oh wow. But as far as like something that crazy happened in front of me, nah, I ain't never had that happen yet.
Okay. Did you didn't like see like a naked person being naked or like some drunk person being
Man,
drunk and you're like, look at this. Somebody come look at this shit. It wasn't no shit like that. Come on, yo. Come on, yo. It's me. It's me. I know you done seen it. I know you done seen it.
I would say out in this world, yes, but as far as in performance, no, I ain't never seen that.
Oh man, you ain't never had nobody throw their big ass bra at you and you like, I don't see nobody that this bra
No,
belongs to here. Where this come
nigga,
from?
I wish. So that was just flying at me right now, just touching my motherfucking head right now, just having it hanging right there, right in my braids and all that, just right there. I'll be good. I
Look
love
like
that
nipple head, bro. It's crazy, bro.
shit.
That would be a wild, memorable like interaction. You can't forget that. Like that was the day I wore a G bra like a fitted cap on stage. Put that shit on. Like I had a '90s fitted on. It was a bra.
With the brim.
It's a double bra set. Like I'm playing rugby with titties on my shit. Oh man. All right, so
Hell yeah.
I want to kind of circle back a little bit more into like what makes you and like your style and stuff. So like
Right.
I know you gave me some of your influences and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
was there a key moment? Because I remember you spoke about DMX, how you said you wanted to be like that. Was
Yeah.
that your keystone moment into being like, yo, hip hop is what I'm about to do forever? Or
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Majority, yeah. Because DMX was really passionate. You feel me? You can hear it when he was rapping and he was speaking from the heart. Like, and even when he was praying in his music, a lot of people don't give DMX credit for him praying. Like that shit, you can never do that shit now in this industry because people look like frown upon that shit, even though they say they are with God and all that shit, but they don't promote that shit a lot. So it's like when DMX did that shit, it was like, oh yeah, he's really deep in this shit. Like he means what he says and he really loves his people. You feel me? And that's why I really, really relate to him. And plus that to Tupac too. was more leaning on the Tupac more than Biggie. Anything like Biggie had the lyrics, everything else, but Tupac was that man too because he really was for the people. Like I like that shit. Like I'm really into like people really doing things for the city, what they go through in life inside the city or inside whatever the fuck they at because it's more relatable into hearing a nigga talk about they jewelry or they cars or they shoes and clothes. Like that shit is replaceable, nigga. Like talk about what's really going on in your life right now. I want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear all that. Oh, I got about 150,000 on my neck. Nigga, we already know. We see the shit on your neck all the time. The shit about the jewelry about to get rusted. Like you need to get that shit cleaned up most of the time. So nobody wants to see that shit, nigga. Go ahead, and throw that shit out the way and talk about your real life. We want to know you, nigga. You. We don't want to know about all that jewelry and all them clothes and all that shit. That shit, it looks good. We already see it on you, nigga. We don't need to see all that jewelry and shit like that. So even when I even told myself this too. If I even step in the game in the industry, I'm not buying all that jewelry and shit like that. You might see me with a little necklace here and there, but you ain't gonna see me with a lot of jewelry because I feel like that shit's just a waste of money.
Mm.
It really is. Jewelers are really investing these rappers and not really spending the original price of the fucking jewelry. Let's keep that a buck. And that's why you don't really see 21 Savage wearing a lot of jewelry like that because he already know what was up. He called up on that shit. So that's why I'm like, yeah, like this shit ain't for everybody. I mean, like this rap shit is only for like the people that's actually talented, that's really want to make a difference. I'm the type of nigga that wants to make a difference. I'm not a type of nigga that just want to be like them. You feel me? Just want to just brag about a lot of shit, but don't help out in the community. And that's what we doing for us fiber. We helping out the community by doing shows. You feel me? In front of everybody and letting and giving opportunities for rappers or designers, fashion designers, whatever you want to call yourself. We're giving y'all opportunity to show y'all shine out too. So don't have to feel like we just had to do it for the mainstream. We can just do it for the underground. You feel me? So
Do it
it's
for the
like, yeah,
people, man. Do it for the people.
I'm for the people. You feel me? Fiber is for the people.
You know
Just
what?
keep that about.
Speaking of people, man, I wanted to ask you, man, as far as like, not to get too deep or personal or anything, but like, as far as like, the type of environment you were brought up in, could you give like, just us a little bit of insight as to what that was like?
Mm. Um, I would say very violent, and I was basically, I could say, my life, like far as me living over west in Baltimore, West Baltimore, whatever. I was living down there for a while, and I was a young and I was a kid basically. So I lived down there. It was a lot of violent shit happening, shootouts. A lot of I want to talk about a lot of graphic shit, but I could say a lot of violent shit that happened throughout that time when I was young. I seen that shit, so it was like I wanted to get out of that. Even when I'm in my teenage years and now, I want to get out of that fuck environment because it's not healthy. You feel me? I'm still living in the projects right now. And I'm trying to get out of it by doing this music shit because I don't want to be out here hustling like everybody else. Not trying to cut them off of what they shining is, but I'm just trying to say like I want to do something positive. I don't want to just be out in the streets because I don't want to end up dead or be in jail. You feel me? So this music shit is putting me in the right direction. So me being around a lot of people like a lot of street people. I've been around a lot of people that's not in the streets. So I'm like both sides, from good and bad. So dealing with certain people that's in the streets, it was a lot of danger because there's a lot of people that I came up with that was either in jail or just dead from a lot of bullshit in the streets. And I had real friends that was not in it, but we just never connect because people just, you feel me? People gonna act phony and not really fuck with you because you're trying to move forward in your life and not do the same old shit that they doing. So it's like I was always on both sides, from the good and the bad. You feel me? So as the environments that I lived in, it was just like I had to get out of that. I really want to get away from that shit because I don't want to end up there. And then plus that, I'm a father, so I gotta take care of what I gotta take care of now. So it's like it motivated me to really be a good person in life. You feel me? So that's what it is.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
I talk too much. Do I talk too much sometimes?
I mean, you have a very expressive way of answering certain things, but in a
Yeah, yeah.
way,
I was about to say.
you answered two other questions I had in answering the one, so it works out. It worked out
Yeah.
because I was gonna ask like how like that influenced your music, but you kind of answered that when you went into what you want to use it for, and I was like, okay, yeah. So you cooking? Like if you cooking, I'm gonna let you cook. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I ask you a question if I'm like, hold on, let me ask you something because you spitting, but like we gotta talk about this real quick.
All
Um,
right, bet.
yeah, no, you're good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you're really good at this. I don't know if you know this. Um,
I am.
exactly. That's how I feel. Really? Yeah, you're really good at this, bro. Is there anything
All right.
non-musical that's influenced you as an artist? Like something that's either not musical at all or something that you wouldn't naturally be like, "Oh, wow, yeah, this in music." Like for me it was video
I
games.
always
Video games is what got me. Is one of the big influencer for me with that.
it's video games for streaming, and then plus that is the I always wanted to do like cartoons, like voiceovers and shit like that. I always wanted to do that. Um, I always wanted to do fashion too. So it's like it's all them things that I have like a lot of dreams in my head that I really want to just you feel me bring into reality. So it's like I want to do those type of things outside of music.
Did it influence your music?
I would say influence it. No, I wouldn't say it influenced my music, but I always want to just do something different. Even if like I know that sometimes when people tell you this, they always say like, "Hey, this rap shit is only gonna last about 5 years, or just 10 plus." Or if you really making constantly hits after hits, and I feel like if I do last long enough, and I can stick to rapping, and I can just be like, "All right, cool," I can just sit here and just do this shit all day. But if it don't last, you always gotta have a plan B or plan C. You cannot always just stick to one thing and they think that shit is gonna just be okay with you. Gotta have plan B. So far as that situation, if this shit don't work, I'm gonna do voice acting. If the voice acting don't work, I'm gonna act. If that don't work, I'm gonna just do fucking
LL
fashion
Cool J.
design.
LL Cool
You
J.
feel me?
Don't go full Kanye.
That
Don't
don't
you
work.
Kanye on me. I will find you.
If that don't work, I'm
Don't you do it.
tired. I ain't doing no Kanye crazy right now.
I swear to
What's
God.
that nigga wild? Yo, did you heard about the fucking sorry to to be out of the subject of what we talking about, but I just want to say this real quick.
Mm.
Did you just see what this nigga said about Jay-Z kids
I'm
on the
sorry.
tweet that he made? And he
No.
said that, yeah, I don't want to say the R word. Well, I'm tired like a motherfucker. R word. I don't want to say that. So I just want to tell you like that he said that wow that shit. And that was really fucked up. I'm not
What do
gonna
you
lie
mean
to
by
you.
that?
Ah, you want me to say the word?
No, that was Drewski. That wasn't me.
I was about to say.
What do you mean by that?
You can't say the word. You know what'll happen? As soon as you say the word, I get banned.
Niggas
I'm out of there. And I'm out of there. We can't have that.
Niggas give you the
We can't
niggas give you the
have
Tony Yayo face.
that. They be like, yeah, with the styes. You know what? It's fun. Yo, since we're having fun, let's get to the culture questions. We've been all philosophical and stuff, man. So you spoke a little bit about it earlier. I'm gonna let you finish hydrating.
All right.
But like,
Go ahead.
talk to me about how you feel about the current state of hip hop. Like, as quick as you
It's
can.
trash.
Like, if damn, I should have shut the fuck up and just let you say trash.
Yeah, that was very quick.
Damn, almost.
let me let me tell you why though. Let me cook real fast. The reason why I'm saying this trash is because look at the double XL. Look what they putting out. Trash ass music, trash ass artists. Some people that we don't even fucking know. You know half of the artists that's out on double XL right now.
I didn't even know they still did that. I thought after
That's
exit,
what I'm saying.
I thought after exit was over.
Even like, cause everybody always say that 2016 was the best year for the fucking double XL. After that, I would say nah. I could take that back because after X, that's when the whole double XL just died. It really didn't have no motion at all because every other rapper that came out right now, it's not gonna last. I'm just gonna keep it above with y'all. Y'all not gonna last because the shit that y'all putting out, it's not. it's not gonna last for the future. You feel me? From like your grandkids, your kids, and all that shit. It's not gonna last. That shit's gonna last for the moment when niggas throw that shit in the party and in the clubs. But that shit not gonna last. You feel me? Because the music that you're putting out ain't actual good music.
Damn.
You
Way to
feel me?
say it to him. Way to say it to him,
And,
buddy.
and then plus that the double XL, bro. The owner of the double XL is a white woman. I don't know her fucking name, but she's a white woman that owns double XL. I'm not being racist or nothing like that. I feel like, why is it not a black person that owns that company that's more into the hip hop, that knows everything about hip hop? Why is it a white woman that thinks that she knows hip hop and bringing other artists that she thinks that we actually so called like? Come on, let's keep it a buck, my nigga. Like, she's not for the culture. And it's not because she's white, it's because she don't know what the fuck music is. Because you're putting out trash ass artists that's out now. Come on now. I'm not being a hater, but I'm just gonna be honest with everybody on this shit. Fucking Boss Man D-Lo and all that shit. Can't stop. Can't fucking stand him. Can't stand fucking Rob Wave. Stand all these that's coming out because they're not putting out good music. When niggas hear my music, they always tell me this. Oh, yo, you bringing back like the 2000s. You bringing back the vibe, the 90s vibe and all that shit. You know why? It's because I actually studied this shit. I actually took my time and listened to everybody's lyrics and went and seen every interview on fucking YouTube and actually even seen rappers in front of my fucking face like KRS-One that I fucking recorded on my camera in front of the stage. That's motivational right there. Like, I
Hello.
really want to be on that type of time. Like that, like the nigga stepped on stage. I had never seen everybody in Baltimore City. And this is, you can say, oh, it's old head shit. I don't give a fuck. When that man was on that stage and he had the crowd moving, he had the charisma, he still had it. And it's been years. You feel me? And
Yeah.
I seen the crowd moving. Everybody was pumping. Niggas had his album in the fucking crowd. That's the type of love I want. You feel me? I don't want all that fake ass love and just be up in the stage and just on water and not really doing nothing and stepping up to the crowd and really vibing out with niggas. You feel me? I don't want to be like that. I really want to do shit like that. Just step up in the step out of the stage, be with the fans, really vibing out with the crowd and having that charisma that he had. Shit's cool.
You know what I love about
It's a
everything
cool
you
feeling.
just said? I was gonna
But
ask a bunch of questions, but you just answered all of them. I was gonna ask about how you feel about the culture of the land thing. You said it. You know what I mean? I was gonna ask, how you felt about it. You said it. I mean, damn. I mean, do you want to interview me? You could just interview me.
nigga, I
You could just ask me
nigga,
shit,
I
and I'll just
always
say I
want.
don't know the whole time. I mean, goddamn. You want to switch here? Take my hoodie. Take.
No, it's
I
just
want to be the cool dude with all the answers. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I always wanted to say this shit, and then I never had the time to actually say what I actually feel like. I've been feeling this way for the longest about the whole industry. I really don't like it right now. It's not what it's supposed to be. You feel me? I feel like when Pop Smoke died
Mm.
and X and all
R.I.P.
them people, bro, R.I.P. to them. They are talented as fuck, and they are not here no more. If you can call, we can talk about Mac Miller. I really look up to that man, bro, and he's not even here no more over something that happened to him. You feel me? It's like, bro, I wanted to make music with him in the future, but I never going to have that moment. But it's okay, because at the end of the day, he's somewhere in a better place, not dealing with what we have to deal with in this world. So,
Shit.
you feel me? I'm really fucked up about the industry right now, but I'm gonna make a difference. Trust and believe me. Mark my motherfucking words. N.O.N, Vaughn, now and never Vaughn, and Fiber, and the Fiber crew, because we
Fucking
gonna pop too.
fiber, nigga. Yo, don't stop the party though,
First
right?
year being rich. Huh?
I said I believe we don't stop the
But yeah,
party.
don't stop the party.
I
Yup,
believe that we don't
yup.
stop
I
the
got a
party
song
right
on that.
there.
You wanna play that real fast?
Yeah, we can actually. We can actually. We can
All right.
actually. Look, go ahead. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and click the buttons. You go ahead and intro that bad boy. I'm gonna just click the button.
All right. So the "Don't Stop the Party" song is like a West Coast vibe, basically. It's like something that you can listen to if like Snoop Dogg was on a song or YG or something like that. But I was really influenced by DJ Quick. because he had that bop flow, he had that LA funk. So I always wanted to do them type of beats. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna just do a West Coast type of vibe and see how everybody like it. I'm going to hear it right now. So go ahead and play it.
Oh shit.
Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Cause we make this shit hot. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Cause we make this shit hot. Roll up, smoke up, and get high for days. And every time I hit LA, I always get some hay. West Coast stimulation, get high for days. And 420 every day, every time I blaze. Sunset glow, when the rim starts spinning. When that candy paint green glow. 6-fold tinted, hoes like the car, so they wanna go in. And every time I throw a dub, it always means that I'm winning. Baseline jumping, got the whole block shit. I got the two-step popping, looking like a fresh pancake. Somebody told Brain that she out here too. And breaking it down with a house coat and blue shoes. Don't stop, y'all. Man, keep this shit rock. Man, take this shit to Beverly Hills, straight to Compton. We ain't gonna close down till the sunset. Nigga, grab you a cup and sip a Mo wet. Cause don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Cause we make this shit hot. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party cause the party don't stop. Cause we make this shit hot. Homie tryna flex on me, ain't got a chain snatch. By his own niece, and now he all chasing her back. And my cousin got bold, wanna hop on the beat. But he tripping over his legs, and now he off his feet. And now you got niggas spilling down holy on the turntable. Now the beat sounds so wobbly, but still stable. I'm about to whip these niggas with a belt or a cave. How many times I gotta fucking tell you, nigga, watch the tape. Don't stop the party, man, keep this shit live. West Coast swing, let the low riders glide. Laughing so hard, got the tears in my eyes. DJ hear my music, watching young niggas slide. Don't stop the party, cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party, cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party, cause the party don't stop. Real ass nigga, cause we make this shit hot. Don't stop the party, cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party, cause the party don't stop. Don't stop the party, cause the party don't stop. Real ass nigga, cause we make this shit hot. Before all you niggas leave, y'all better clean this shit up. The party don't end. It's the after party cleanup, nigga.
Yo, why are you such a nigga, bro? What's that? The party cleanup, nigga. Yo, that joint really did sound like a whole 90s Jiffy from the West, yo. I ain't know you was Snoop Dogg, little cousin.
Yep. Yo, I just love listening to West Coast music too. So I always want to give West Coast their credit for it because not only that Uncle Kenny is taking over, there's a lot of other West Coast rappers that's out there that I really listen to too. So it's like, yeah, I really was motivated by them too. And then especially DJ Quick, like I always listen to his beats and his music and all that. So it's just like always wanted to hop on them type of beats too. I wanted to try something different.
We got some feedback from chat. They said it was some fire.
Yeah.
Chat fucking with it. See, you got look at you. You know, made fans. Can y'all go follow my man N.O.N. Vaughn?
Please
hey,
follow
look.
me.
Now you got to stick around to get his information. If you ain't still here when I give it out, that's on you. Love y'all though. Y'all the best.
Yeah.
Without y'all, be no us, and without us, that we wouldn't be sustainable. It wouldn't be sustainable.
It's no me.
All right, so we're on the final stretch, bro. You ready? We're on that final home stretch, bro. You ready? It's been a doozy recording this one. We done had technical difficulties behind the scenes, and we done had the chillest dude ever. He had to literally relocate to be here. It's been a lot, but we got it. Just that's why I love the team, because when we come together, boy, we sprinkle some salt on it, no salt bay. All right, you ready?
Yeah, we make shit happen.
All right, we're gonna be quick and we're gonna be funny. All right, you ready? First question. What's on your playlist right now?
What's on my playlist? I would say, let me look at it right now. If it's okay for me to look at it.
Hell no.
I would say.
I seen what you had on there. I seen what you
I would say Baby Tron.
Baby Sean.
I had Baby Tron and Freddie Gibbs on my playlist.
Ooh, Freddie Gibbs. That's a good one. That's a sleeper. I like Freddie. He talk a lot of shit, but I like Freddie. Funny as hell.
I was like, yeah. That's what I got on my playlist right now.
All right. Well, if you could collaborate with any artist, alive or dead, who would it be?
Mac Miller, Pac, Um, who else? I would say, Pop Smoke. Uh, who else? And that's a few of them that passed away. So that's a good one right there. But who
Okay,
else?
that's cool. That's enough. Cause I told you we gotta run through
That's
these.
enough. All
We
right,
gotta run
okay.
through. Yeah, we about to run
All
through
right, go
these.
ahead. Run through.
What's one thing about you people might not know about you?
That I'm funny. That I'm actually hilarious. I could be a comedian if I wanted to. Like, if you don't know nothing about that, you should always hang out with me and you'll have a good ass time. I'm very fucking funny. I'm passionate. I'm very a good person. I motivate you. You feel me? If you don't know, if you ever hang out with me, I'm gonna always tell you something real.
All right. Do you have any pre-show rituals or habits like before show, 5 minutes before you gotta get on stage? What you doing?
Smoking. If not smoking, just listen to like some music that will calm me down, and then just go out and do my thing.
Okay.
Bro.
If you could listen to only one album for the rest of your life, what would it be? It's only one album, rest of
Um,
your life, infinite repeat.
it. Um, I would say, shit. Damn. It was written by Nas.
Man, that's a good John. All right. What's a
Mm-hmm.
surprising hobby or interest you have that people wouldn't expect?
Hobby. I love playing video games. That's my main hobby I do all the time. Or just play basketball outside.
Okay. If you had to make a creative project, right, and you couldn't
Mm.
use music as a medium to like express it, what would you go to? Like paint? Would you go to like some other way, like spoken word? Like what would you do? Like if someone said, "Hey, make a rap song, but you can't rap," how would you do that?
Hey. Do it by poetry. I think like it. Well, same thing. Well, rap is poetry if you really think
But it's
about it.
different. It's different. It's just this.
It's
There's
different.
stages. It's differences. That's why I asked.
You know what? I'm gonna say this that most people don't say. I'm a battle rapper. I'm gonna say that.
Oh shit! Oh, so I'm coming at
You
you.
really can't use. Cause you can't really use beats. You gotta just come off with, you feel me, your rhyme schemes and your wordplay. So I feel like
Oh, said
I
I
ever
leave a
wanted to do that,
said,
then
let a nigga lettuce catch up on his French fries. Get cut across his
on the
chest.
month,
Now he got
don't
French
go.
eyes. Oh wow.
Oh, you heard that, nigga?
Oh,
You
that nigga
heard that,
spit it.
nigga? I'm telling you.
That's fair. All right. Well, what's the weirdest or most unexpected source of inspiration you've ever had?
Inspiration. I would say, can it be a person or just like a
Hey,
like anything?
it's whatever it was that made you go. You know what? I'm about to go do this, and then it was like God tier.
Um, hmm, I would say Sauce Walker too. Like anytime I see his interviews or him promoting on his Instagram and shit like that, it'll be like, all right, okay, I want to do this, so let me just get this out the way. Just seeing him doing his thing because it's like he's moving independent. He's not really, you feel me, moving with labels and shit like that. He's really moving by himself. So I always wanted to do that. Yeah.
Okay. If you had to describe your creative journey in 3 words, what would they be?
Journey. Shit, that's a good ass question.
I thought that was a layup, bro. It's literally in your name. It was a layup,
Now
bro.
and never Vaughn.
There you go. I was just like, that's why you didn't see me. I went like this and was like, and you come on, Allie, it's up there. Man had to
But
think
yes,
about
now
it.
and
You should
never
have said
Vaughn.
now and never. That should have been. It should have been immediate. Like I don't know why you thought. Well, but I
I
feel
don't know why I did that.
because he
Man,
definitely said
I was like,
he got stuck in the thought, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, that shit though. You throw me alley hoop and I missed that bit.
Hey man, I did it. I did it for Rain too. He dropped it too. No, it's all good. Look, I drop my own. Sometimes I be double dribbling and they just don't call it. You know what I mean? So I just be out here like fuck it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So if your rap career was a movie, what would the title of it be, and who would play you?
The title. I would say, and say Now in Neverland because that would be too fucking weird. So I would just say,
It's actually kind of fire, but I heard
my,
you.
you think so?
Kind of. It's super fire.
All right,
What?
all right, so I would say Now in Neverland, and I will put actually play me because nobody can actually have this type of
Yo, Anthony Mackie.
aura.
Anthony Mackie.
That.
Look, he gonna sit there and do the the Anthony Mackie face. Yo, Anthony Mackie playing N.O.N. Vaughn would be love.
Yo, the fact that he played Tupac, yo, that shit still gets me to this day, man.
Yo, that's great. Either that or Omar Epps. Omar Epps or Anthony Mackie. I got it. Like young, like Juice Omar Epps, like young OE.
Yeah, young Omar. It's not the old one because we seen the old one right now.
Nah, I'm talking about young ballhead OE.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell, bro.
Nah, what was the movie called? What was it? Deep Cover, Into Deep, or some shit like that.
One of those
Cool J.
One of those two, yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Mm-hmm.
What's a bar that you wrote that went over people's heads, but you know that joint fire?
Damn, it's a lot of bars I actually said.
Oh, yo said, damn, we down here and you up here. Teach me, sensei.
I would say I had a hardcore bar that I said. But it was on what song it was? It had to be Criminal Mastermind, and I said, hold up, a dolphin can sniff this shit. This is a hell of a line. It was something that I said was kind of crazy. Like I gotta remember that shit because I said I got a lot of songs, so I don't know. I can't really come off of the top of the dome because I got too many right now.
See,
I can't really.
See, that's what happens when you got the infinite Tsukuyomi of ideas and magic. It was saying, man, I got bars that just be bars, and I don't even know it until I think about
right.
it.
It just.
Man said I woke up and thought, and it became a song. Like, you lucky bastard. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Where has N.O.N. Vaughn go? That was crazy. He'll be back in a second. Well, while that gets fixed, I'm going to stare at the camera for an awkward moment and go like this. Nah, I'm playing. It's crazy. It's wild that it did it like 2 questions before I was going to tell him to close out. That's what the craziest part of it is. But, we do what we got to do. He should be back in a second. You know what? While he's gone, he won't know that I'm doing this. But I'm playing You Don't Know My Name again because that song was fire. Oh, you back? You made it?
Yes, I'm back, yo. What the fuck just happened?
Yo, you exploded, bro. My man said, I'm out of here.
Fucking came back.
Man said, I'm fucking out of here. He said, I'm not doing this no more. He was just like, yeah, I'm fucking out of here. Boop. Like, you came back just in time to not hear what I'm doing in the background.
What you doing, nigga?
You don't know my name. I got that shit in the background right now. Well, look, I was about to say, it's funny because you cut out like right before I was about to say we about to get ready to take it in. I was going to ask you a couple more questions. First and foremost, what is next for N.O.N. Vaughn? And then we're going to let you rock it. I'm going to put you out to your favorite song. Well, my favorite song.
All right, so what's next for me is this festival. I want to knock that out first, do this festival, and then do my own show called Now in Neverland, and bring another artist out and bring all the new artists out that just started rapping or whatever. And just do that, and then plus that, I just want to just go out of Baltimore and start performing at other shows and get paid. That's what I want to do. I really want to get paid for my hard work. So whenever I get that chance, that'll be a bigger difference for me. Okay. So you can take it off from there, man.
Okay. I mean, I was just going to say, where can people find you and your music so they can support you? Because that's the part. Remember, I made them stay for that part.
Bet.
Remember?
Yeah, you definitely did make that part for that. All right, so you can find me on IG on N or is it N.O.Vaughn, and yeah, you can follow me on there on Instagram, and then plus that you can follow me on BandLab. I got a lot of new songs on there. If anybody wants to hop on there, if you got a Google account, if you got a Google account, you don't have to do all that extra shit by making your account. Just straight up, just have a random fucking picture on there and just listen to my songs. If you don't like it, you can hop off. So I got that. Then you can search me on YouTube with the same name. Everything is the same name basically. If you ever look me up, it's always N.O.N. Vaughn. So you pop that up in there, boom, I'm right up in any other section. And as far as Spotify, you can always look me up on there. As far as the features of the songs, on Fiverr and stuff like that, if you always look up on there, just type in Fiverr, FYBR, and boom, you have a few songs that's on there right now. But it's gonna be a lot of more other songs that's gonna be on there. And see me on there, and then I got some other features with Tayo. That's stop and stuff. You can hear from him, and that's it. Basically, you can search me on other platforms in the future. Right now, I'm just sticking on BandLab and SoundCloud and YouTube. So yeah, you can always look me up on that.
All right. Anything to say in closing before we get out of here?
Ugh. Um, always, always take your dream serious. If you always think about yourself and you always think about what is the next move for you, always think of yourself like, hey, this is the right move for me. And I'm gonna take a risk for it. Even if it takes me here or it takes me up here. Always take that initiative to chase your dreams and do what you want to do. And you never know, it might come up to be in this, doing the festival, or you might be doing some other things outside of the festival, outside of doing anything else. You never know. Just try and take a risk. That's all I can say. Try and take a risk.
Ladies and gentlemen, try and take a risk. This has been another fucking amazing episode of the Fiber Forecast. Make some noise for my people in the back. You know what I mean? Shout out to Free Reign. I see you in chat. Shout out my man Salix. Shout out my man Dan Fine Coffee. Appreciate the feedback on the mobile side. You don't know my man. You don't know my name. N.O.N. Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing the real grande. As large as possible. You know what I mean? We're going to go ahead and close this out. I love y'all. I hope y'all love yourselves as much as I love y'all for real. But we going to get ready and GTF out of here. Love y'all. Stay safe.
Peace. You don't